Welcome to 3D Learning. Topic is sports, and this is video 5. The end goal is to debate, rescue, and risk of who pays the bill for missed adventure. When there's an adventure gone wrong, anywhere, who pays for it? So there are 3 levels of discussion. Each level is progressively more challenging and encourage students to follow the formula. The formula is very important to practice communication of your ideas in a full manner so people can not only understand if you're a little bit not good at communication, even bad grammar. If you say one sentence, people kind of don't know. Do you want to go this way, or what do you really mean? So you get a lot of questions. Follow this formula and you will communicate better. It's a very simple formula, and once you practice it, you will speak longer and better. But it takes a little practice. So we want to do this at this juncture, at this point. 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It's very simple. 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. If you learn this, it will really, really help your communication. And you don't have to worry about grammar. 1 7-word answer or statement. So, if somebody says, "What are you doing on the weekend?" Fishing. That doesn't communicate anything. It doesn't tell you where or when or who. It's kind of like tells me you're not interested in a conversation. Use a 7-word answer. That's number 1. My mother and I are going fishing. Now you have 8. Okay? Fantastic. 3 sentences, 7 words or more, 3 sentences to add to this 1. You have the 1 and you want 3 so that they are together. My mother and I are going fishing. 8. Add information. We go fishing every summer to Malipo Beach. Okay? Now we have 2. We have the original statement about fishing. We added information. Number 2 sentence. We don't catch very big fish. 7. We don't carry. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3. My father usually comes at the end to have a barbecue with the family because he's too busy. Number 3. Now you have 4 ideas. Everybody understands. Now you have to choose, do you want to continue the conversation about the weekend, which was the original one, or do you want to change conversation? Okay? So you add 2 about what you want to do. Maybe you want to continue. So if you continue, you add 2 more sentences to continue. I want to go fishing in Canada because I saw the fish were really big. I really like raw fish. 2. What do you usually do on the weekend? So you want to continue, but now you've given information and you have 7 sentences, 6 sentences and 1 question. So that's what we want to do in this exercise. You have 3 levels, but 14 different questions, and we're going to go 1, add 6, add this question 2. Okay? So continue it until each level is complete. Just go round and round and round and round. That's all you have to do. And students should take notes of the ideas, because you want to use those notes later when you're talking and having a discussion. You're practicing your statements, and you say, you said this before, and you said this before. You can challenge if you have notes. If you don't, you forget. And if you don't have notes, students, adults, if you don't have notes, everybody's going to say, I didn't say it. So you want to have notes so you can challenge. Challenge, challenge, challenge. That's what we want to do. Encourage disagreements with a response. A retort is just a response. To make statements about facts and assumptions, not assumptions. So, you know what is true, and you want to challenge the information that the next person is going to give you. So you want to make a response with statements and speak like, I heard, I read, you said, or I said. Try not to use I think. So that's where we want to go. Write long answers and use as much of the vocabulary, if you can, use it in your answers. Now you do this at home so that you can come to class and we can have discussion better. Or you and your teacher and your teammates. Remember, 1 plus 3, add information to communicate. And then 2, about the second. So this is how it works. I would ask you, is kayaking an easy sport? You would say, I don't think kayaking is an easy sport. I have never. Okay, you have three sentences to support that first one. And then you add 2, and you say, I like to participate. Okay, participate's in that question there. Participate is there. Look at it. Participate is there. Use it in your next sentence. I like to participate in non-contact sports, like frisbee, volleyball. Maybe. Maybe you like fishing. Add one more and then ask this question. What sports would you like to participate in? So you're moving your conversation forward. 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus question. And the question is already here in the book. So how much risk should we take in sports? All sports have risk. Some have very little risk, but they all have risk. So how can we break world records? So you do that 1 plus 3 plus 2. Ask the next one. How can we break world records with less risk? It's a good question. 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And the next question is level 2. What is the most stressful sport you have participated in? So now you're looking at something not so vague. What sports do you like to? What's the most stressful sport? Maybe swimming. 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And the 1 is rank traditional sports into risk factors, high or low. Then 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus. The question is, what is a worst case scenario in sports? 1 plus 3 plus 2. And the question is, what would make people want to risk their life to break a record? 1 plus 3 plus 2. Question, what can we learn from this story? 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus Is the idea of breaking world records too risky? 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus what changes need to be made to make risky adventures safe? 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus would you promote a sport that has high risk? 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. 1. How can this trend affect sports and rescue long term? And the last one, how can we enable people to be more involved in high-risk sports? All really good questions. Follow that conversation, 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus question, until it's all finished. Write your answers. Now at home, you write your answers to every one because you don't know which question you're going to have. And you can disagree with some of these. Is it too risky? You can disagree. So there's a really, level 3 is you can really do a lot of disagreeing and challenging. And that's what we want. So you prepare your answers, just like preparation, 1 plus 3 plus 2, and the question is here already. You prepare. When you come to class, you can have a great discussion. This week you've answered a lot of questions. You've added more information to communicate your whole idea. You've expanded ideas to reflect your opinions. Continue to expand your ideas to fit your arguments for debate. So as we get closer every video, we're expanding our ideas, and you want to see how does it fit some of the arguments, and what kind of arguments do you think are good arguments? You have your categories, you research and put some information there so you can build your argument, and we're going to start looking at statements. Let's go and do video 6 together.